What's the filing process for an EB1A? There are two main steps for the EB1A. The first step is the I-140. Think of the I-140 as a petition that you submit to the government and tell the government that, hey, look, these are all the artifacts that I have. Would you approve me for the EB1A? Do I qualify for the EB1A? If the government approves it, that means you qualify for the EB1A. Now, once you get that qualification for the EB1A, the next step that you do is file the actual green card application, telling the government, hey, Uncle Sam, now that you've qualified me for the EB1A, give me a green card, right? And that's the 485. It's the application to register permanent residence or adjust status. So if you are inside the United States, you adjust status. If you are outside the United States, you do something called consular processing. It's a slightly more involved process, but it's just paperwork difference for the most part. So as a part of the I-140, you submit all the evidence that you have, you write your petition letter, you in detail explain why you satisfy the EB1A, and that's the outcome of it. In the 485, what happens is it's the general paperwork phase where you submit all your past records, it goes through an FBI check, it goes through like a fingerprint check, you give you a biometric, they take a photo, etc., etc., etc. And along with that, you actually file the 765 and the 131. The 765 is, you might have known from your student days, it's an application for the EAD. So you get an open EAD, unlike the student EAD, which is like a closed EAD where you only have to work in the field that you are in. In the green card EAD, you can actually work for any entity at all, and you get your advance parole, which is basically a document that lets you travel while your green card is being processed. In general, apart from a few exceptions, if you file the 485 and then travel without the 131 being approved, then it is considered as abandonment of your permanent residence application, and then they'll cancel your application. Unless like you're on an H1B or L1 or like a few different visa categories where that doesn't happen. We'll get into the nuances of that in a separate video. In general, you need to have the I-131 approved and your advance parole in hand before traveling. That's the safest way that I'd recommend. Again, all this said, I'm not necessarily an attorney, so please seek appropriate legal advice. But this is in general how the filing process looks. This is in contrast to, let's say you go for the EB2, EB3 route, where you have another step added on top of it, which is called the PERM, where the company submits to the Department of Labor that, hey, this is a candidate we have interviewed so many other candidates and we've never gotten a US person for this. Therefore, approve this petition in the Department of Labor. They approve the PERM application, and then they use the PERM application to file the 140, and then they use the 140 approval to file the 485 whenever the priority date becomes current. The EB1A, you don't have the PERM application. You don't even need a sponsor for the EB1A. For the B and C, you'd still need that. And that's what makes it relatively straightforward. But then the bulk of the efforts is in building the profile, in building your profile for it. And that's where the Smart Green Card program has been helping a lot of folks. So if you're interested in it, please check out smartgreencard.com. It takes a lot of effort to make these videos and bring it to you to help you out in your immigration journey. So please like, share, and subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon so anytime I publish a video about the EB1A, you get notified and you are well prepared for that journey. In a world where you get a lot of gyan as advice of, hey, do this, do that, do this, these are like 10 different paths where you can go get your green card, or these are 10 different paths where you can be successful. I am here to filter out the nonsense for you and give you a no BS, very tactical advice to how you can go get your EB1A and save yourself decades of green card wait. As with all other videos on this channel, I hope you like this video as well. It'll be quick, to the point, stay tuned.